it gets kind of warm, it gets muggy, it's no good. What are you, just putting saran wrap on top of it or foil? That's not going to work. It's not going to keep it cold. These will for up to 6 hours. What about those hot dishes? Maybe you want something nice and hot when you get to your next destination, or even just when it's on the table for those big dinners. This will keep it nice and piping hot for up to 4 hours. The most incredible part, though, is the lids themselves can actually be removed, and then you can place it in the microwave. Yes, it is metal on the inside, but they did the engineering on that. They know that it's microwave safe. That absolutely blew my mind. But now, for the first time, you're getting two. Not just getting the 4-quart, but you're also getting the 10.5 cup as well. Let me show you the colors. I know there's gonna be a couple that are new that will really get you excited. We do have the black. We have that Kitchen HQ Classic Red, which is always very popular. And then we have the teal. This is the one that I have. I did not, this is the very limited color now. 400 total to go around. And then the next that will go out will be the Italian Plum. Only 300. Look how pretty that color is. Do you have anything like that in your kitchen? I wouldn't even want to put it away. But if you decide to, they do nest within each other. This is what we're calling the pesto. How fun and very on trend to have that green color in your kitchen. And last but definitely not least is the cobalt blue. We have Chef Shahir Massoud here with us. You know him from his...
This thing. I love it too.
Love it. Our pop-up restaurants, of course, you've seen him, you've read him. One of our favorites here. I can't believe it.
Look at that. Now look, I open up my mac and cheese right away. You see steam coming off the mac and cheese.
Incredible.
Your hot dishes are going to stay hot for up to 4 hours because of that insulation on the inside. And listen, that click, it's maintaining the temperature whether hot or cold. Hot food's hot, 4 hours long. Cold food's cold for up to 6 hours. And Natasha, you said, look, when you make a hot side dish or a main dish and people are coming over or people come home at different times, you want those hot dishes to stay hot.
Right.
Especially come holiday time where you're like, I don't know how to keep all my side dishes at temperature. This is a great way to do it. And those cold dishes, soccer practice, day at the beach, a picnic, mayo-based potato salads, macaroni salads, ham and cheese sandwiches. You gotta keep them cold. But here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize. There's something called a temperature danger zone. Every chef on earth always has a temperature thermometer with them, because if your food sits in that danger zone, 40 degrees to 140, that's where foodborne bacteria grows in as little as 20 minutes. So as a chef, I always stress the importance of food temperature, and this keeps your food out of that danger zone. Hot food stays hot, cold food stays cold, and that's how you avoid especially getting sick on those hot summer days.
I've seen items like this just because they have the cover go for more than this without even having that insulation ability, cold and hot insulation. The value is fantastic, and remember, these will have 3 flexes. So for around $5.80 each, you can get it home and try it for the next month or so. See what happens, even if it's your own dinner. You're waiting for someone to come home. Who wants to leave an oven on? Who wants to leave a stove on?
Absolutely.
This is the way to keep that food at just that right temperature, and this would be the reason I want to go on that outing again.
And for that first time, we launched with the large size, that 10.5 cup size. People loved it, including you, including me, because we know we want to keep hot foods hot, cold foods cold. For the first time now, we've added that small size, 2 cups. So you got the 2 cup, the 10.5 cup, and I love that they nest within themselves. So you can put the smaller size in the larger size for easy storage. But think about those cold foods, those fruit salads, ceviche, meat cheese platters, ham and cheese sandwiches, salads and the dressings, etc. They're gonna stay cold for up to 6 hours. And then those hot foods, your side dishes, your meatballs, your gravy even come holiday time so it doesn't get cold and clumpy. All your hot foods stay hot for 4 hours. This is great for also on the go, for a potluck, that church lunch, etc. Because you get those handles on the side so you take it with you wherever you're going. This is the way to do it. Don't put it in like a plastic container. It's gonna lose its temperature, and I stress this, you're gonna fall into that danger zone. Between 40 degrees and 140, that is the danger zone where foodborne bacteria grows in as little as 20 minutes. I want you to imagine a hot day at the beach. You pack those sandwiches, you get the salads, the fruit salads, etc. You can't let it sit out there in the sun for that long. Now you can, up to 6 hours. Cold food stays cold, hot food stays hot.
And what happens to the cold food that didn't stay cold anymore? It's wasted. It's tossed. People aren't eating it. This is how you get the most out of your purchases and the food that you're investing, and you're able to know that it's always going to be great there.
Look at that.
I drop my kid off when she's getting babysat. I always have to put her stuff in some kind of, you know, one of the basic plastic containers. That's not keeping it hot. That's
Yep.
not keeping it cold. Heaven forbid someone has to put something in a fridge or then heat it up. They can't do it in that container. This can actually be put in the microwave.
And you just saw me take off that lid. There's a little button on the back where the lid actually comes off. And now I can
Wow.
put the mashed potatoes or my stuffing or my gravy or whatever I need to reheat, my leftover pasta. I can reheat it in the microwave. Then the lid comes back on and click. That insulation is going to keep my food hot, really hot, for up to 4 hours and out of that food danger zone. But likewise, it's keeping your cold foods cold and outside of that food danger zone on a hot day at the beach or a picnic, etc. It is so, so important. But also think about when you're serving a buffet-style dinner or when people are coming home at different times. This is how you keep the meal fresh and food safe.
And you don't always want to reheat all of those side dishes when you have those big family meals. Sometimes it's not ideal to do that. This is how you can have it, place it, it'll be ready to go. As long as you can get everyone to sit down within 4 hours, you are in business. That food will be piping hot just the way you want it. Remember, the size differences here are really important because we've never offered two. To have this smaller option, I love that you show here how you could have the sauce versus the pasta, keep them separately. You could have one using cold, one hot, or even just use the smaller one to take to work, to take out for your day, to give to the kids. Whatever it is, now you have that ability to not have to choose because you're getting both at the different sizes. This is fantastic to have a full serving size.
Look at the full serving. You've got the 10.5 cup size, you've got the 2 cup size. For the first time, we added that small size. And think about how they pair together. You mentioned it, the salad and the dressing, or the pasta and the sauce, the meatballs and the pasta, etc. So think about your hot foods, wanting to keep them hot. We all have had that challenge before where maybe your entree is still cooking and your side dish is done. And timing the meal is the hardest part. You know, even as chefs, we have a hard time timing everything so everything lands on the table hot. Now you don't have to worry. As soon as that gravy's done, or the side dish is done, or the veggies are done, put it into your hot cold bowl. It's going to stay hot up to 4 hours. And then those cold dishes, salads, ceviches, meat and cheeses, sandwiches, they're going to stay cold for up to 6 hours. And as a professional chef, I always stress this, it's not just about the enjoyment of the food. Of course it is.
Yes.
It's about the food safety. That danger zone, 40 to 140, that's where that foodborne bacteria and illnesses grow in as little as 20 minutes. You got to keep hot foods hot, cold foods cold, and this is a great way to do it. Listen to that click.
I've been a part of a group of 50 people that all had the food that's poisoning.
It's not good.
From the same potato salad at one outdoor gathering. You never want that to be. By the way, you know, when I got my larger one, it was at 30.
Yeah.
So this is
Well, now
just
you get
5
2.
for the smaller one too.
And
That's
they
wild,
nest.
Chef.
I love showing that nesting because the storage is not an issue. And you're going to use it day to day. You're going to use it for entertaining. You're going to use it come holiday time. Summer, winter, you're going to use it all the time.
Speaking of using it all the time, can we talk about your speed grater for a second?
The speed